The museum some time ago, when Fuhua and Vita were trapped on the path of fairy. Looking at the last monster fading away, Grisio was lost in thought. Not long ago, as a result of Fuhua operating the console, she woke up from the malfunctioning dormant capsule, which disrupted Moriarty's plan. That said, it was Grisio herself who was trapped in the museum. That's unexpected. He used these monsters as cover to cut off the museum's power while running away. She wasn't there to see it, but she knew Fuhua had risked everything fighting with the projection to save her. At this point, we can only reinvestigate. Yes, there is Fuhua's color here. But if she fell from here... No, I'm sure Fuhua will find a way. That's right. I should find what I can do too. This color, is this the person that locked me up? The color extends to... Does he enjoy standing in the display case? What an unusual person. What a beautiful feather. Its colors remind me of the Vita's. This is the ark's fragment, but its colors are completely unlike the ark, more like the previous monsters. That's the exit. It won't open? Is it because I don't have permissions? A controller similar to a number lock. Looks like I have to crack it from the inside. Grisio took out her toolkit. It was a departing gift from Will V when the Ark first set sail. The most advanced engineering equipment, SOP compiled by the greatest engineer of the century who dedicated half of her life to this book. Vilby said this when handing over the kit and then added something. It's alright if you can't understand it or if you're simply not interested. Just put it aside. It's going to be lost anyway. just something to keep you distracted during the journey. But she read it later anyway. Maybe it was because Vilby found the Flame Chasers to make an audio book of it, or maybe the space journey was too long. Anyway, in the third decade of the Ark's second journey, she became a capable engineer who could make small equipment and replace Ark components on her own without the smart assistant. Just like her mother once could. Only, disassembling and analyzing a controller made by someone else, that was a first for her. Just when Greasy was carefully operating the detection machine to restore its inner structure of the controller, something dawned on her. The structure is the one used in the sanctuary. As an architect, she then made an even more pleasant finding. The controller wasn't broken, it was simply out of power. Just connect it to a compatible power source and the gate can be opened. I need to look around for usable energy. The cabinet is empty, but it's radiating a mass of colors, similar to how that fragment made me feel. Did the owner of this color leave the art here? I seem to have seen the same color, very complex, yet familiar and dangerous at the same time. Like the color left by many people and many other things. Like the Earth 50,000 years ago when I last saw it. But that was long ago. Back then, the art had just set sail. Has this museum been here for this long? Or the owner of the museum? Brief words from a strange land to a visitor. The museum's owners seem to have gone on space journeys too. Greasy used the machine to examine the soil sample in the showcase, and what she found was a disappointment. No, there's residual energy, but too little to extract or compare. Better take a look at other exhibits. This exhibit is pure energy. It looks extractable. I'll try. I didn't control well. The energy has faded away here. A new color. A reflection. Come on, what do you say? I just found a rare opportunity to get out. Miss it and you'll waste a few more days here. Come on. The last voice, it was Hua's. So the energy went Hua's way. So the waterfall itself. Mobius said, on Earth we could exchange energy through the Eye of the Deep and the Sea of Quanta. Well, is the waterfall phosphorus Eye of the Deep? Now it's my turn to read. The most advanced engineering equipment, SOP compiled by the greatest engineer of the century who dedicated half of her life to this book. Volume 15, read by Pardo Felis. Normally, the massive, infinite data in the Sea of Quanta shows different states of unity when folded by different dimensions. Thus, it can be viewed as an ocean of data. To extract all 42 volumes of the greatest advanced engineering equipment, SOP compiled by the greatest engineer of the century who dedicated half of her life to this book, spread out like a web in Gracio's mind. She methodically pieced the Honkai energy micro-extractor together. For this common source of high-dimension spaces, the extraction knowledge was, of course, compiled into Vilvi's voiced menu. The action or experiment required 20 minutes of quiet environment. Obviously, it couldn't be used on the battlefield, but for someone trying to break free, it was ecstasy.
差不多了。
Almost done. Next, use the energy to drive. It worked.
成功了。
The instant she pushed open the door, her body became enveloped in blinding white light. The space behind the gate seems to be back to the present time.
看来
Looks like you managed me every step of the way. In the museum, you, the great detective, pretended to be weak while trying to find a way to cut off the museum's power. My waterfall trap didn't work, but you managed to cut off the dormant capsule's running power. Then, after waking up, the painter lady challenged me and forced me to cut off the power to the entire museum to lock her in the cage built for me. After that, she reactivated the museum in a way unknown to me and stayed in Phosphorus, so that the Paradise Warden mutiny caused no substantial damage. I can't say you're wrong. I fought you many times, and I know what I'm up against. It's always better to have more cards in your hands. Good planning, acting, and a lot of luck you got here. You truly are my one and only opponent, the real Holmes. Fuhua shook her head. Without the camera sign left me, I had no way to know how the museum's power system worked. And if you weren't overly confident in your plan and you didn't allow Blue and the others to act freely, you wouldn't have missed the important clues. You didn't lose to me. You lost to your pride and conceit. You won an insignificant battle, and now you're making your victory speak for the war. My dear detective, you stay retired for too long and have become rusty. You think stopping the Honkai beasts and the Paradise Warden will end the chaos in Phosphorus? No, no, no. It's only just begun. Vita, do you know something? Of course she does. But, my dear detective, have you never wondered why the little representative would believe I could easily make Honkai go away from the city? Where has all the Honkai energy gone? And, dear painter lady, has it occurred to you that if the art has crashed, how much pollution its mega power Honkai energy engine would cause? The next second, a strange sound that haunted the dreams of everyone present came from the city far away. What choice do you think the little representative would make when the real catastrophe befalls? Of course, she knew the answer. It was a scene that played over and over in her head. What's that? Of course I know. What else can it be? The creator of Phosphorus, the destroyer of Hesperus, the usurper of the Ark, the manipulator of dwarf planets, the abyss of the Sea of Quanta. Who else can it be if not Sa?